Hey, thanks for clicking on the video. Today we're going to quickly cover the legendary weapon pool of Destiny 2's Renegade expansion. Now, why should you trust my opinion on these weapons? Well, I wrote for Astrocross for about a year, and I'm an experienced in-game player. Basically, I got both casual and sweaty blood in me. So, whether you play to have fun or to win, I should be able to offer some insight on the current sandbox tools. Also, you should subscribe. It helps out a lot, and in the spirit of helping, I also have timestamps down below, splitting this video up for your viewing convenience. Alright, let's actually just dive straight into it, and I want to split up this video by source. That way, when you log on to Destiny 2 next, you can go into any type of activity and know what good stuff may come from there. So to begin, let's talk about the thing that I think most of us are going to be playing, and that is the Lawless Frontier and its weapons. From this activity, we can get 6 different weapons. Of the 6, there are 3 that are definitely a cut above the rest of the legendary options actually across the entire game. Starting with the refurbished A499, this is a one-of-a-kind heavy sniper. As for the god roll here, it's definitely going to be a gut shot straight plus aggregate charge. This is effectively a double damage roll when used with Divinity. Gut shot straight increases body shot damage, and aggregate charge increases all damage. If you're not using Divinity though, then the left perk doesn't really matter and can be anything you like. But regardless, this sniper is an amazing damage option, and as a permanent addition to this game, it's going to be seen as part of many metas moving forward, and you should definitely try and pick one of these up. Now, on to the next one though. We have a weapon that has been tearing up the hunter meta, and this is Uncivil Discourse, a special heat hand cannon. This weapon does incredible special damage, and it can be run in any loadout. But as it is a hand cannon, it is especially powerful when paired with the Lucky Pants Hunter exotic, and is currently making challenges like solo raid bosses pretty much a breeze. As for the god roll here, anything goes in the left column, with air checker being pretty nice for making ammo and just running around, and then you pair that with precision instrument for boss damage, or frenzy for mobbing and that general increased damage. This weapon is fantastic and one of the best from this DLC. And now the last really good weapon that comes from the Lawless Frontier activities is the Fast Talker SMG, the M17 Fast Talker. This Heat SMG has seen a lot of success when paired with the Peacekeeper's Titan exotics, very similar to Uncivil Discourse and Lucky Pants, but here you've got clips of it firing forever, and all around it's just not a bad SMG. God roll here though, for infinite firing, is Cooling Baubles plus target lock, and then if you wanted to just have a nice blaster to spray and pray with, you can run Attrition Orbs plus Thermal Atomization or Sword Logic, which will give you a very nice feeling weapon. Now, those are the best Lawless Frontier weapons, and of course the ones I omitted aren't bad, but they don't really move the needle in terms of power for this game. Also, I'd like to point out, all of the weapons on this list, excluding the dungeon ones, do get shiny variants that drop Masterworked and with a special origin trait that flat out increases their damage and performance. So do keep an eye out for that, and for every gun we talk about, do know that you can get an ultra good version of it. Moving on, let's now talk about the larger pool of weapons from this DLC. Those coming from the portal and its underlying activities. These are random drops while also having the opportunity to be static and guaranteed to have that juicy origin trait I was just talking about when it's featured in the Vanguard Alerts tab. But here, across the whole portal, we have 13 weapons available to us. And among them, I'd really only go as far to say that about 2 of these are truly worth farming for. 3 if you include novelty as a reason to pick them up. First off though, we have possibly the best weapon from this DLC, Eterna. This rocket pulse rifle is one of a kind in its slot, and by simply being a rocket pulse rifle is a top tier option. We saw this pulse rifle used in the recent dungeon, World's First Race, and will continue to see it until it's power crept. But the god roll here is going to be either a blast distributor in the left column or trickle charge plus elemental honing. This is a fantastic roll that will continue to serve you well in any type of content that you do. Now, next regarding portal loot, we have the something kinetic sniper rifle. This sniper has some really interesting rolls, and while it hasn't been ruling any metas by any means, It's definitely worth picking up and has some cool stuff that we can do with it. The god roll here can take a few forms actually. As a traditional DPS weapon, triple tap plus elemental honing is a very good option. Even triple tap plus kinetic tremors works well. You can also leverage the new stopping power perk for double damage increases against low HP enemies, or do some really weird stuff with the adhesive ordnance perk. There's definitely a lot, making it a great pickup, and if you're looking for something to use in that first slot, then something could be that. Also, for the last good, or at least novel, weapon from the portal, we have the 86 Strand Sword. This weapon has some currently pretty wacky synergies with its origin trait and regenning abilities. This makes it very cool in my opinion. As for the god roll here, you want relentless strikes plus elemental honing or attrition orbs, that'll treat you best. But honestly, most of the goodness comes from the static origin trait, so all you really need to do is just get your hands on one if you're looking to perform those pretty silly synergies and strategies. Now, the remainder of Renegade's loot comes from two sources, PvP and our newest dungeon, Equilibrium. Quickly covering the PvP side of things, I think the Peculiar Charm is something everyone should try. This is a 4-burst kinetic SMG. It's super weird, but it does feel pretty good in use. Here, the god roll is going to be attrition orbs plus either Bewildering Blast, Master of Arms, or kinetic tremors. If you're looking for a different flavor of multi-mock, that other kinetic SMG that everyone loves, then the KT roll on Peculiar Charm could be pretty good. And I would recommend if you get one of these, if you touch PvP, try it out. You might like it. As for the other PvP weapon, you've got the Corundum Hammer hand cannon from Trials. This goes in the first slot and has some fun stuff like Firefly and Elemental Honing, or you can get the very coveted roll for endgame players, Shoot to Loot plus Explosive Payload. The reason why that roll is so strong is a bit complex, but if you're out there looking for a weapon to fill that role, then this one is going to be fantastic just for that. Now, moving on to the final source of Renegade's specific legendary weapons, we have the Equilibrium Dungeon and its 6 weapons, plus an exotic. Here, all of these weapons are actually unique in their function, giving them all some inherent value, and I'd say they are all actually pretty good. But there's absolutely one that stands above the rest. Conspiracy Honed is the only heat sniper in the game, and with its unique frame comes far and away the best damage performance for any special sniper. This weapon, with nothing, is better than 90% of the snipers in this game. But to make it even better, it can get a god roll of a Vorpal Weapon plus Bait and Switch for double damage perks, perfect for nuking bosses. If you want a hard-hitting sniper, then this is definitely one you should be looking at picking up. As for the other weapon I'd recommend grabbing from the Equilibrium Dungeon, we have the actual E11 from Star Wars, this being the Zealous Ideal. This is a heat solar auto rifle that is just really fun to shoot. As for the god roll, there's nothing too crazy here. It gets a standard nice roll of attrition orbs plus thermal atomization. And that's kind of it for the dungeon. The other 4 weapons are really good. You could pick up the katana frame sword that isn't a katana and that gets eager edge. You could pick up the scout rifle that gets double volt perks. None of them are super insane, and I'd really recommend the 2 that I covered. But again, all of them definitely have some value. But yeah, like I said, that's kinda it. There are more weapons from events and stuff like that that will happen during the duration of Renegades, but we can save that for a different video. Also, do remember that if I didn't cover your favorite weapon today, if I glossed over it, that doesn't mean that the weapon is bad by any means. I just might have missed it. So let me know down in the comments below why you like it and think I should cover it instead. But with that said, thank you for getting this far into the video. Your viewership means an absolute ton to me. Your support means support the channel. A like, a comment, a subscription, joining the Discord goes a very long way. If you want to support me and support the channel, but you can't think of a comment, comment down below. Pew pew. And with that, as usual, I hope you have a good day, and I hope to see you around.